If you are anything like me and are just thinking, wow, I'm saying this a lot. Where the hell did I put that thing? You got a home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. Just waiting for the gram to get up and running. There we go. And here we are. Thanks for hanging out. I know usually we take the Wednesdays off, but we're just figuring out our schedules, and we're just trying to get things right. Really cool. A moment ago, you guys might, if you're on Facebook, you guys might have seen Katie chime in every now and again. Katie is my ex sister-in-law, I guess you say. I don't like to say that. She's my girl. Haven't seen her in years, and she lives in Missouri with her beautiful baby and her baby daddy. And they're coming through town, and I got to spend some time with them. They're just like me. Of course, we met at Bass Pro Shop, and we just hung out and let the kid run around. All the 4-year-old just run like crazy. Jade is a cutie and a force. I'll tell you that. So I haven't been to Bass Pro Shop as an adult without a kid in a very long time. Or with a kid, there we go, with a kid in a very, very long time. And it just sent me back, because out here in the West Valley, that used to be Cabela's. And then Bass Pro took over Cabela's. Then there's no more Cabela's. It's all Bass Pro. And going there with a little kid was something I did all the time with intern Beans and Nuge and intern Sarah. And I can't believe intern Nuge is a senior. Just started yesterday. Holy cow, it's amazing. Anyway, they are, it is a really cool place. I mean, it's got the big fish aquarium, the big fish tanks. It's got all the mounted and taxidermied animals. It's really cool. It's just a cool place, and it just sent me back. Holy mackerel, just sent me way back, and it was fun. I liked it. When you're a parent and you have a kid that's like 4 or 5 years old, it's a chore. It's a job. Like, you could see there was a lot of parents there with their kids and just, letting the kids run around, and they just had this kind of glazed over look on their face. But it's just cool to have. So what I found out, because these kiddos are from Missouri, that the Springfield, Missouri Bass Pro Shop, which is the mothership, it's like a mall. It's huge. It's got like 6 restaurants, and I mean, it's just absurd. They actually have a lake where you can test boats at the Springfield Bass Pro Shop. That's their corporate headquarters. This blows me away, and I'm not kidding. They charge people to get in there now, to a store. I mean, it's got like, some aquarium stuff in it. It's got it's neat but $50. $50 to go in the Bass Pro Shop. Isn't the lure of having the aquariums and all of the record animals and the mounts and all that, isn't that like the fudge and all that? Isn't that like the lure to get people to come in and buy stuff, right? Nope. $50. You want to come enjoy our store? If you want to shop at our store, $50. That's the Bass Pro Shop in Springfield, Illinois. I'm blown away by that. That is absolutely crazy. Springfield, Missouri. Sorry, my bad. Springfield, Missouri. And it reminded me of REI. I went to REI years ago, and they were like, you got to give us $15 to shop here. Wait a second, I have to what? Yes, it's a co-op. So you're now part of the co-op, because you give us $15 for the privilege of shopping here. I've never been back to REI. Never. Like, that is the dumbest thing I have heard in a hot minute. That is, and that was at the checkout too. It wasn't like when you come in, like, hey, are you already a member? If not, it's $15. Nope. Went shopping. I think I was buying shoes, so I was like, I was trying everything on. Been in there a minute, and then they said it's a $15 co-op membership. I'm like, you bleeping. It's kind of like the time I went to Sam's Club, thinking I was at Costco. Not kidding. Yeah, the wrong week to stop drinking. Tell you that much. Yep, that's this what's going on. So thanks for being here. This is the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in the beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. If you are anything like me, as I begin each show, if you're anything like me and you just keep asking yourself, where the hell did I put that? You got a home here. If Steve, if you're listening, if you're watching, I love you, buddy. I owe you a phone call after this. Steve Clark, the head of Arizona Elk Society, he's the director, he's the boss man. He lent me a spotting scope a long time ago. And I can't find it. It's a nice Vortex spotting scope. I can't find it. Y'all, I have turned my house upside down. I have turned my truck inside out. And it's a spotting scope. It's not like it's some little tiny thing. It's not like it's a tape dispenser. I have gone through everything. Doing that the very thing right now, trying to remember where in the garage I parked this morning. Yeah, I can't find it. Guys, it's hotter than Satan's booty crack out there, and I'm out there just digging through boxes, climbing on ladders, looking up at every nook and cranny I have to see what the hell I did with this thing. I opened the container, the black and yellow that I knew it was in, because that's where my stuff is, like that my stuff for sighting in and all that stuff, and that's where I would put it. That's where my tripods are. And these mount to the top of the tripods. I have two very beautiful tripods. They were in there. No spotting. And now it's making me think that I did return this thing. I might have returned it, and he might have forgotten that I returned it, and I forgot that I returned it. Because when I looked at my tripods, I had to change the adapter at the top to the Vortex version. And I remember it being kind of a pain in the tuchus for me when I was doing it the opposite way, when I was returning it to him, like packing that piece into the little carrying case. I know I did. I have a feeling that I have returned that thing. So we're going to have a talk a little bit after this. I feel terrible. Steve, like I said, at Elk Society, they have a giant wall full of Vortex optics. So I'm sure just grabbing him one and paying for it was probably going to be the option. Yep. Yeah. There is, and see, Brendan says he always put stuff in unique spots, thinking I'll definitely remember this because it is an atypical spot, and then it gets lost forever. Amen. I mean, I know I'm going to find it. If it's here, and if I move within probably the next year or so, it's going to pop. It will be found. It's just not found right now. And he's going scouting this weekend. Oh, man. Let's see here. I'll miss playing along unless you start later. Got it. All right. Congratulations on the new gig, Rhonda. Everybody say, Rhonda, congrats on the new gig. What's up, Eddie? I did get your text, buddy. And all good. Yeah. All good. 100%. And no, we did not have a show yesterday. But thank you for texting. Anyway, I'm going to have to make a phone call. Steve Clark is not intimidating person. He's an intimidating dude. He's one of the sweetest men. He's one of those giving people. He's kind of intimidating. So I just have to go, buddy, pal of mine, buddy, old chum. Yeah. I think I lost your spotting scope. If not, you lost it because I returned it and you did not. I had to have. Y'all, literally, I've gone through every single one of my hunting, camping, fishing, shooting, all of my bins, one item at a time. So I didn't just like grab a bunch out and maybe I just, brought the spotting scope out with me. Nope, just every one of them. I've been through my safe. I've been through my closet. I looked in the pantry. I'm not kidding. I looked in my pantry. I can't find the spotting scope. I can't. And it's funny because I've done shows just like I'm going to do right now on how to get your crap back. Like I'm a pro at it. Don't know. Eddie, I lost the director of Arizona Elk Society. I lost his spotting scope. I don't know where it's at. I did check the linen closet. I checked my cabinets. where I have my plates and my glasses, and I've checked everywhere. I have a Lazy Susan little thing in the little side by the sink. Looked in there. Yeah. Oh, you can't find your binos? Oh, that's the worst. I actually found my binos while I was looking for a spotting scope. So, hey, Steve, you want some really good binos? Jeez. Just what I need. I need to go pay a dude for something that I don't have. Yeah, I'll check the freezer. Might as well. So I'm just going to let him know I'm going to keep looking. So that's going to be my lot in life right now. But there is ways that in the past I have lent stuff out and I have borrowed stuff where I was probably clear of mind, younger, and pre-2 brain surgeries, that I had a system. And a buddy of mine, bathroom cabinets, bro, I've looked. Not kidding. I've looked under the sinks in both bathrooms. Well, Eddie, at least that your binos, I know they weren't cheap. But at least they were yours and you lost them. I lost somebody else's. Crazy. But I have looked in the bathroom cabinets. I'm not kidding. Yeah. But here's the system. The system's fine. Like if somebody wanted to borrow a tent, okay, I would invite them over for a tent here's how to set this up. If it's a tent might not be the best example. Let's just say a tent. And so they come over and they're maybe they want to borrow, Eddie, this is a good thing. Maybe they wanted to borrow a kayak or something like that. So I want them to come over. I want to show them how everything works. I want to show them the process, and then they're going to borrow the kayak. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a time for them to come back, and they can tell me all about the trip and bring the gear back. Yeah. You want to borrow the trailer? You can borrow the trailer, buddy. You definitely can. Yeah. Don't you have like a fifth wheel? What are you talking about? Oh, they can't borrow the trailer. But yes, it is basically the system would be to do that. There was probably one of the most talented dudes I ever knew in the radio business, and he was not even on air. He was an engineer, jack of all trades kind of dude that just did everything. And he had an app on his phone that when you borrowed something from him, you had to take a piece of equipment or something like that to an event, he would take your picture with it. And it would go into this app and you would schedule a time, an alarm for it to be returned. And it would send it to the person borrowing it too. Totally rad. I had to find out what that is. Or maybe we should create an app, because now that, that Gronk and all these things can, Grok or whatever its name is, can create apps like that. Maybe we need to create an app that tells us where we left stuff. I think that's the best way to do it. Yeah. You guys, I had to sell the fifth wheel. Oh, come on. Good grief in heaven. Anyway, you guys, but you guys understand where I'm coming from in this one. I don't. I'm in right now. Look, I'm in the habit. Now I'm just looking around. It might be. I don't know. I don't know why it would be in my studio, but I just don't know why it would be under my bathroom sinks either. But I've looked. Yes. Yeah. The You Borrowed My Stuff app. I think that's a great idea. And I just got an email from Onyx Hunt too. They said that my renewal is in 30 days. I don't use it that much. It's a great program, but I just don't use it that much. Maybe I'm like 1 or 2 hunts. That's about it. Yeah. I mean, if I was out there hunting all the time, I mean, I know where my bird spots are, so I don't need Onyx Hunt for my bird spots. I don't know. These apps. There's so many apps. So like, oh, your renewal subscription, your $1 trial is expiring, that kind of stuff. Okay, thanks, Grizz. I appreciate that question. Who are so Grizz mentioned the 820. The 820 day is a fantastic day because it is the 20th of this month, 820. See what we did there, and we are with Wildlife for Tomorrow. We are celebrating the 820 Arizona species that your Game and Fish Department manages. And above that, by the way, just so you know, that 820 species for Game and Fish to manage, only 60 of those are game species. So if somebody wants to go to maybe shop at a place or maybe buy a cooler do it on 8/20, then portion of the proceeds will go to Wildlife for Tomorrow. So that's pretty cool. So far, AZ Fly Shop, they're all over. I love them. AZ Fly Shop and Canyon Coolers. Okay. So yeah, the Canyon Coolers. So if you buy a Canyon Cooler on 8/20 day, a portion of the proceeds, like 15% or something like that, goes to Wildlife for Tomorrow. So that's pretty rad. So that's a cool donation thing. But those are the companies that have stepped up so far, and more are coming online. And it's fun because if people donate, or if they want to go on to wildlifefortomorrow.org and just donate, then they can donate $8.20, $82 or $820, and just $8,200, whichever one. It's just the levels are 820, so it's fantastic. Quick question. Yeah, so those are the companies. So if anybody knows any company that wants to jump on board and do that, let's go. Yeah, let me know. Need a little bit of coffee too. So anyway, yeah, so tracking tags on everything. I need tracking tags for sure. I was going to do something with my company. I appreciate that, Grizz. Let me know. Let me know. That's funny. We had, like I said, we had Katie in her baby daddy and her baby. And we were at Cabela's, and he was like, "You guys have deer here?" Like, he'd never been to Arizona. He was like, I mean, basically people outside of Arizona that come to Arizona for the first time think they're going to see Wile E. Coyote in the Roadrunner. Me. That's it. Pew! Look at tumbleweeds rolling all over the place. Saloons, this is the damn Wild West out here. He's like, "You guys have deer?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You have elk? Where are the elk? Where would the elk be?" I go, "There's 2 hours up the road. You're in the high country. Looks just like your house in Missouri." He's like, "No way." Yeah, we have 3 ski resorts. Like, yeah, Arizona. God, I love Arizona. The most biodiverse non-coastal state in the nation. I absolutely love it. And they were like, "Oh, you live here." I'm like, it was, hey, by the way, it was 110 in Missouri last week with humidity. So kick rocks. Yep. Not where the horses are. And speaking of, John Colzar did call me his dream sequence thing that we did on Monday. Was pretty funny. But he did call me. I have the contact now for that woman that is contracted by the government to do contracted by the government to get rid of these horses. So she's been sabotaged. I mean, people have done so much crazy crap to her. I'm excited to talk to her. Hopefully we can get her in here hopefully tomorrow or Monday. Yeah. Appreciate that, Eddie. Yeah, I think the horse thing is huge. I would like to see a zoo log, and I'd like to try horse. I'd like to try horse steak. Might as well. I mean, we cull populations of every game animal we have out here. We don't bat an eyelash at filling our freezer. And I've tried everything. There's nothing I hunt I don't eat. So if we need to cull the populations of the horses for the betterment of all of the other animals here in Arizona, I'll try an elk steak. Yeah. I heard it tastes fantastic. I don't even know, but as normalizing putting it on the menu. You go to Australia, kangaroo is on every menu. There's not a menu that does not have kangaroo. You're like, "Oh, kangaroo. Yeah, kangaroo." Grizz, yes, that counts, buddy. But I don't want to see that zoo log. Thank you. Not to say I have a log. No, not the way you thought I meant to say it. 'Tis the season to be merry. That's my name. Anyway, I'll stop quoting movies. So where was I going with this? Holy cow. I don't even know where I was going with that. But anyway, so the Australia has got kangaroo everywhere. Kangaroo are like rabbits. Kangaroo is good. Is it, Grizz? I'm sure it is. And mostly it's the tail meat, right? That's what they're the tail meat. Yeah. Eddie, yeah, got a little bit of bison. It's fabulous. Oh, yes, I love bison. Yeah, it's so good. Anyway, and it's probably one of the most, it's the highest omega-3 meat there is. Like 2 or 3 times what you get in a salmon, right? Slamming salmon. So Anyway, so they're like rabbits. So these and all of the outfitters that take you on these hunts in Australia, they're just like, do you want to take it? Just you want to shoot that kangaroo over there? Just go and take it, doctor. It's free. Just go and take it. Like they're almost invasive. They're native, but I mean they're just it's going crazy because they've got one holding on the hand and one in the pouch. It's like all of these kangaroos are just it's like a assembly line. They're constantly breeding. I think it is it's cool that normalized is culling and eating. I think we should do that with horses here. I mean, I don't think it's to the extent of a kangaroo and the kangaroo rapid populating. But if we normalize that, and it's hard not to because of ladies like that were in that article that are just the horse advocates, and they think they should never be touched and nothing should be done unless they don't have any food, and then they start feeding them and their pets. They become pets. Yes. Oh yeah, Eddie. Dude, kangaroos are just complete a-holes. Oh my gosh, dude, they love to fight. There's some jacked up kangaroos too. There's some jacked up kangaroos, but I would love to try some kangaroo. I remember when Rob and Amy got me a beaver leg because they thought, what has Mike not shot and eaten? And beaver was what came up. And yeah, we did that video on cooking that beaver. Yeah. And it was good. It was fantastic. It really was good. Look, I'll try anything twice. I haven't had really, aside from Canadian goose, I really haven't had any game meat where I'm like, ew, that wasn't good. We did do the Rocky Mountain oysters with the sheep, though. Because I'm not going to throw away those just a specimen. I think I did that thing a favor by killing it. I think I did. That thing had been smacking those bad boys on rocks. Oh, yeah. They sell kangaroo at Sprouts. No way. I have a Sprouts right up the road. Okay, all right. I'm doing it here. Let's see here. The Alpex money. I will. I'm gonna look into that. Holy cow. But I go in and walk in and be like, do you guys sell kangaroo? And have the very earthy cashier start crying. I don't know if I have a Sprouts or a Whole Foods. I think they're the same store. That and Trader Joe's. They're all the same. I haven't been back to Trader Joe's since I said, yeah, I'm going to get her bag of ice, too. They're like, we don't sell ice. How do you not sell ice? I need a grocery store not sell ice. What crap is that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, so that is something we're going to look into absolutely for sure. And I am going to continue my search for what might not even be in my house. I'm to the point where I'm thinking it's not here, that I gave it back to him. I've got to check that out. I'm almost positive I did. Yeah. It's like asking for blinker fluid. Whitey and I did a show. I don't know if you guys remember. This is KTAR. They did the car guys. I forget what it was. Matt and Dave, and they did a car show. I forget what it was called. But they did our shows and we did their shows with them. That day was like the last day of the year or something like that before everybody took off for Christmas. And I actually took calls about cars. I know nothing about cars, guys. Zero. I mean, when I had a Jeep CJ7, it was like, it was like having like a Volkswagen Beetle, right? It's like Legos. That was easy. That's my extent. I could change some spark plugs. I could change some oil. That's it. This guy called in and he said, when I turn, there's a clicking sound coming from the column. And I just raised my hand. I'm like, I can take this call, guys. I can take this call. Sir, that is called that's your turn signal. You drive a BMW, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes. Actually, you might have hit it with your hand, and that's actually what you use to let people know the direction you are intending to go, the lane you are intending to move into. Yeah. That was the only that, and then that was the only question I answered the whole time. I just sat there. I think we're eating sandwiches or something like that in Jimmy John's, and I was just, you guys are talking about that. Like the Gespilkis thing with the deal, the round thing and the gasket. Yep, nope. No idea what you guys are talking about. And by the way, Tri-City Transmission and Virginia Auto Repair. Virginia Auto Repair's in downtown Phoenix. I think it's off 7th Street. And if you're a East Sider, Tri-City Transmission and Auto Repair, they're the two most honest dudes I've ever worked with in the biz. Yeah. The porcupine has pricks on the outside. Aha! That's right. Mm-hmm. Or it's just, I think it's just in a BMW. Yeah. That's right. Mm-hmm. Oh, the turn signals can be a whole different topic for another show. Dude, seriously. Good God. You guys are the best. Okay, I'm gonna get rocking and rolling here and get back to doing some 820 stuff, and keep me posted on that, Grizz. And then I am going to look for this damn spotting scope. Oh. Sorry, Lynn. Wrapping it up. We might change the time to go earlier. I don't know, like way earlier. We're gonna figure it out. I got some life changes coming on as well. So let's all just huddle up and decide when we want to do this damn show, and we're gonna do it together. And as we always do, and we're gonna have some fun. That's the way we're gonna do. We're gonna light it up. All right, y'all. You're the best. Thanks for hanging out. This has been the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of the state, nation, and world that we live in. Hopefully tomorrow, we can talk a little bit about the sabotage of the horse program. Oh, can't wait.